Hi, it's Katie Rose from Attached Families. I just wanted to say hello to you all on this New Year's Eve, the last night of night. Can you believe I was about to say 1998? Wow. The last night of 2019. I cannot even imagine that we're about to go into 2020. As most of you know, 2019 was not the greatest year for me. But very honestly, I always remind myself that things can be worse. I don't say things can't get any worse anymore because I have realized that the universe takes that as a challenge to show me just how much worse it can get. I'm still a mom. I am still blessed with two beautiful boys, and I'm lucky for that. They each have suffered their own challenges this year, and I've suffered my own challenges this year as well. Definitely a struggle dealing with their developmental trauma disorder, which is what I refer to it. I don't care if it's in the DSM or not. You've heard me say that 1,000 times. My kids are great kids on the inside. They're my oldest is like out of this world. The progress that he's made in the last 4 months, I could cry talking about it. He has worked really hard and continues to work really, really hard on controlling that brain that tells him he's not safe, and that impulsivity to do the things that they want to do because they feel as if it's the best thing for them because they couldn't trust adults. Our relationship has truly never been better. My youngest is still working on it. He's got a ways to go, but as that brain matures and as we do different treatments for him, I have a feeling that he too will grow just as his brother has. I put on a shirt I don't think I've ever worn before, but yeah, this is pretty much me. I run on caffeine, dog hair, and cuss words. I really wish I could get one that said I run on Coca-Cola, dog hair, and cuss words, because that would literally be the trifecta for me. I also smoke. Not that I'm trying to promote smoking, but if it said I run on Coca-Cola, dog hair, cuss words, and cigarettes, now we have a shirt that is all about Katie Rose. Guys, listen. Guess what? I live in the South, so they do fireworks for the 4th of July. So you're definitely hearing that in the background. That is my Evening Grace, my Roro Helene, and my Hawkins Worthington. Just going a little bit nuts. So evening, please just get your toy. Go get your toy. Anyway, some people get super dressed up for New Year's Eve. Wait till you see my outfit. You are going to love it. It's not just the amazing t-shirt I just showed you. It's this sweatshirt that sincerely has, holes in it. And I can, put my thumb through. And it's never going in the garbage no matter what my mom says. I love it. It's my comfy go-to. See my little hole? But I thought it was so appropriate. Look, it's even got, I don't know if that's bleach or paint stain. Guess what? I don't care. But I remember the exact moment, the exact time, the exact amazing people I was with the night I bought it in the year 2000, 20 years ago, tomorrow. So I'm going to wear it because, hey, it says 2000 and we're here in 2020. So this message is going out to everyone who the parent of a child with reactive attachment disorder or DMDD or DTD or intermittent explosive disorder or conduct disorder. Or, I don't care about diagnoses anymore. I'm over it. I think that whatever doctor you take your child to, what is closest to what they might know about is the diagnosis you're going to get. At the end of the day, I truly believe in my heart it all goes back to the brain did not develop properly due to trauma. So with that being said, I'm throwing it out. I'm throwing the DXs out. I don't care. Attached Families is a nonprofit organization that is really trying to change the lives of children in foster care so that they get the proper treatment for their trauma the moment they're brought into care. And for families that adopt or do kinship care to be able to get the proper treatment for those children that experience severe trauma. But I want it to spread wider. Obviously, it's baby steps, I also want it to be for the kids that are in their biological home who've experienced trauma. And these behaviors are so severe that if we were able to get them the proper treatment for their trauma, they might never have to be removed from their biological homes, which is what I'm finding is happening in our adoptive homes. Like, parents are getting arrested and children are being removed because of these severe behaviors, when what in fact has happened is the child didn't get the proper treatment because society, DSS, is not supplying the proper treatment. They have to be working with the brain that did not develop. And the brain is something that new connectors can be made in. It's proven. It's scientific fact. Look it up. So with things like neurofeedback, hitting those parts of the brain that didn't create the right transmitters or whatever you want to call them, we can fix that. We can literally change the lives of children and families. And if we fix trauma and severe behaviors, we have less children being removed from their biological homes, number one. In foster care, we have less children moving from house to house to house. Let me tell you, the sob stories you hear on TV and commercials, the 7 years old, 13 foster families, I've already told you, those are simply because the child had severe behaviors. No foster parents just like, oh, get that kid out of here. She's too darn cute. Okay? It's because of behaviors. That's why they're in 13 different homes. But if we were to work with them and actually give them the treatment for trauma, then they would not be moved around so much, causing more trauma. If we were to allow post-adoption supports that also dealt with and helped heal this trauma, if we provided neurofeedback to help this child heal, then we'd have less adoption disruptions. We'd have less out-of-home placements, less children in PRTFs and group homes and psych wards and all of it. It all lessens. Then you have children who grow. Now they're 18, 19, 20 years old, and they've never been treated for this trauma. So some of them turn to crime, which now you have victims of crime, which causes trauma on the victim's part. And now you have more arrests, and then you have the prisons and jails and everything filled with just grown adults that were children that were never treated for trauma. So my pledge to you is the same pledge it's always been. Attached Families is going to continue to work hard to educate, to advocate, to spread awareness so that society understands that this is a societal issue. That DSS, CPS, Department of Health and Human Services, whatever is called in whatever county and whatever state, I don't care. They know about it. They're doing nothing about it. We can change the course of a child's life. We can change the course of their life if we gave them the proper treatment for their brain. Who doesn't want to do that? Who doesn't want to help a child? Who doesn't want to be the person that says that child's entire life was changed because we helped heal them? What if I was sitting here with the cure to cancer? I was just like, well, why don't we give them insulin for a few years and see what happens? Oh, they died. I mean, that might sound like what I'm saying is funny, but this is literally what we're doing. We have the key. We can help them, but we're not doing it. So my goal is to get funding. My goal is to get more therapists trained in neurofeedback therapy. My goal is to get more therapists with the ability to purchase the equipment. The training and the equipment is so expensive. My goal is to have these tons of neurofeedback therapists all over the country, easily accessible, easily affordable, for families. I mean, we're going bankrupt. All my families are going bankrupt. It's sinful. It's sinful to have so much love in your heart that you want to foster or adopt a child from foster care, and you have to go bankrupt. You have to lose your career. You have to lose your home. I mean, who wants to sign up for that? But I'm still not against foster care and adoption. I do it again in a second if the state of South Carolina wasn't so retaliatory, but that's a whole other story. I'm not going to get into it. You all know the story. Anyway, I just wanted to take a minute to say Happy New Year from me and my Coca-Cola. By the way, I just love Coca-Cola, always have. I don't get paid for talking about them or anything like that. But you'll never see me without a Coke. And if there isn't a Coke, or we're low on Coke, you'll actually see me start to panic. So there's definitely some sort of addiction going on here. If you don't know about attached families, we're here to support all families who have a child with severe behavioral problems. Some of them are bio families. Most of them are foster and adoptive families that were promised the world of post-adoption supports and never received it. We're promised I can show you my adoption contract, that anything the boys need for their treatment, for things that are wrong with them, that's going to be covered. It's crap. You can wipe your butt with it if you want. I guess with that contract, I could think about suing them for breach of contract, because that is what it is in the end, right? It's breach of contract. They are not holding up their end of the contract in any way, shape, or form. But I digress. Again, all I wanted to do is say Happy New Year. I want to make an announcement. Attached families were picked for Seed 20 of Charlotte this year. If you don't know what it is, please Google it. It is such a big deal. This is an organization that works so hard that's going to coach me. So when you see me in future videos, I won't be all over the place. They're going to coach me on my 3-minute sales pitch. And hopefully they're going to coach me in a way that I succeed tremendously, because my success is not for me. It's for all of you. It's for all of my families. And as 2019 ends and 2020 begins, there are some things I need to say. It was a hard year for me, which means that I was not necessarily always the easiest person to be around. I have an amazing family, and I'm blessed with amazing friends. A lot of my families don't really have that, and my heart breaks for them. It really does. But along with a tremendous amount of other gifts that they gave me for Christmas that were so over the top and undeserving, so undeserving. I mean, but they did. They gave me this beautiful bracelet set. It's for my mother and my brother and my father. And it says, because I effing sparkle. That's bracelet number 1. Then the one in the middle says, keep effing going. See, my family knows. They know me. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, remember whose daughter you are and straighten your crown. You don't understand. My family, I don't even know if I'd still be here. I don't know if I'd still be alive without my parents and my brother. Yeah, they're pretty out of control, and I'm grateful for them. My mother got me this as well. It's supposed to bring luck and like money and like what else was this supposed to bring, James?
Well, didn't bring good luck.
Well, I know, but I'm trying to. What was it supposed to bring?
Money, good luck, and then there's another sign on there.
Like good health or something?
There was 999, which means something.
999. That means something in Chinese. Like good. It's good luck number or something. But since she gave it to me, James and I have had some not so great luck. So my mother wants me to bring it back to her tonight, and she's gonna douse it with holy water. Oh, and speaking of my amazing mother, my mother seems to think, so I just want to clarify for everybody, if you can't see it, this tattoo says, our story isn't over yet, and that is the symbol for mental health awareness. I'm doing this because my super amazing mother, who watches all of my videos, thinks that when I'm talking on video, it looks like it says 666. So if anyone else out there, like my mother, thinks I have a tattoo that says 666 on my wrist, just know that I don't. I have the mental health awareness, and our story isn't over yet, tattooed on my wrist, so that I can always remember that just because today maybe didn't go the right way, there's always tomorrow. For those of you that kept watching, thank you. Please share it. Please subscribe to it. We're on all social media, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Hit that little subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner. We need more people to subscribe, and we definitely need more people to share our message. But my message right now is, bye-bye 2019. You sucked, but bring it on 2020, because I am ready for the fight. I love each and every one of you. Love all my families. I love you. Katie Rose, good night.